Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. A very, very tough task here. I mean, you have 8 speakers talking in a row, so I'm going to talk very, very fast and try and keep your interest and also try to make it extremely short. It's a privilege to be following Sayyid Babar Ali. What a man and what his contributions have been. And of course, also General Khalid Maqbool. Some of the most interesting work that we did was with him, and it's wonderful to see these institutions having grown. I want to actually not talk about the university, the inside of it. I want to situate it within the country. What is the university for? All of these institutions have been established for a purpose, and it is their relationship with society and industry that is going to see if these universities are going to be owned by the community, and if they're owned by the community, then they will develop and prosper. So I want to talk about building Pakistan and building the ecosystem that is going to be supporting it. This is an old slide coming from the medium-term development framework 2, that we were talking about students and educating them, and then the question was, okay, what next? Why are we doing that? इस तरह जिस तरह मतलब आजकल अब ज़ाहिर है बरसात का मौसम में पानी आ रहा है, but इसने पानी ने करना क्या है? What exactly? So we have basically these rivers of talent in every nook and cranny of this country. What are we going to do? They're going to come into the universities. Okay, next. So it was the question that the universities were then going to play their role in the socio-economic development of the country. Building the economy, building communities, building leadership. That is the fundamental role. And they are to be judged on their success in that. और इसका ये भी मतलब है कि यूनिवर्सिटीज़ को आप सिर्फ अकेले में बात नहीं कर सकते कि जी यूनिवर्सिटी ने ये किया कि ये नहीं किया. It is a question of the entire ecosystem, has it developed or not, and of course we have had some progression and reversal on that. This is a slide that I've taken from Zulfikar Ali Qazilbash. I hope he accepts that. I mean, I've given him due attribution here. लेकिन सवाल ये कि for Pakistan, this talent that we are producing, and we talk about the knowledge economy and the innovation economy, agar economy nahi chalegi, and if the leadership is not going to be supporting that, then you are going to get a log jam. Aapka kaam ruk jayega, which is, I feel, the situation that we are in. Because we have to talk about producing a homegrown innovation system to build Pakistan. We look around over here, kitni cheezein hain jo Pakistan ne banayi hain? This mic, this podium, yes. This sofa, yes. But what else have we made? We are just always kids in a candy shop. कि जी ये बनाना है तो ये खरीद लो, वो खरीद लो, ये PC1 खोला, वो मतलब वो LC खोला, and that's it. And we become assemblers. So जब पैसे खर्चने की बात होती है तो हम शहंशाह होते हैं. लेकिन at the end of the day, we as a country have not developed. Ask any, I mean, check any indicator that you want to do that. So that means that there is a failure. Now, is that the failure of the universities, or is it the failure of the country in its entirety where the universities are situated, or the blame is shared? Let's talk about it. Can the universities actually do something? So, for those, I think everybody is old enough here, or possibly not, to November 26, 1997, motorway khuli thi. Islamabad, Lahore motorway. And Prime Minister Nawaz Sharif drove in his Mercedes and took a ticket from the Islamabad exit point over there. And what you may not know it, but that toll collection system was actually built by the students of GIK. I happen to be the project director of that. और वो सिर्फ इसलिए हुआ था बिकॉज हमारा एक प्रोफेसर था, उसका एक रिश्तेदार था जो कि NHA में था, उसने कहा ये $6 मिलियन के ये बना रहे हैं सिस्टम, कांट यू गाइज मेक इट? वी वर यंग, तो हम तो पहले हाँ करते थे, फिर बाद में फिगर आउट करते थे कि करना किस तरह से है. बट वी डिड दिस एंड बिल्ट दैट सिस्टम, दैट ओरिजिनल सिस्टम. आपको याद है कि कार्ड होता था, उसके ऊपर एक जगह पे इस्लामाबाद की मस्जिद होती थी, दूसरी तरफ बादशाह में, वो कार्ड और वो सारा सिस्टम डिज़ाइन किया. वी डिड इट फॉर $1 मिलियन. We just needed an opportunity. That's all. Somebody believed in us, we built it. How did Pakistan shoot down India's fighter jet? सब बात करते हैं कि नहीं जी मिसाइल ये था, वो जहाज ये था. Was that the case? Yes, the missile that the Chinese gave us was very good, but the underlying network-centric warfare system, this $10 billion system, was built entirely by Pakistanis, was designed by Pakistanis, was executed by Pakistanis, and that is the reason that you could have sat in Sargodha and other places and had a sort of a front page view, because you had integrated all of the different layers. The satellites were integrated, the AWACS were integrated, the ground radar was integrated, and this next generation warfare that took place, it had already been simulated on Pakistani built systems. This was Pakistan's technological victory. Why we got that opportunity? Because we didn't have the $10 billion to buy that system, otherwise we would have written the check happily. Previous one, please. Previous slide. 1993, there was a educational university opened up in Topi, the GIK Institute of Engineering, Science and Technology. Faculty of Electrical and Computer Engineering was my parent department. I'd come back from the US for that. Move forward to 2025, and what do you see over here? You see a locally developed electric motorcycle. What picture do you see in the middle? ये इलेक्ट्रिक मोटरसाइकिल को टेस्ट कर रहे हैं कि फ्लड में चलेगी कि नहीं चलेगी. You have TCS on the other side. They are testing it by giving it to TCS. This is a swappable battery. 1 minute के अंदर आप बैटरी निकालें, दूसरी लगाएं, and you're off and running. Design, built by Pakistani, happens to be a student of mine who is doing that. Local problem को हमारे जो हालात हैं, बाहर वाला तो नहीं आके कोई सॉल्व करेगा, हम ही करेंगे. मौका तो दे कोई. Next. Breast cancer. 1 in 9 women in Pakistan are going to be impacted by that. There is a specific gene that is a problem. इस जीन के ऊपर रिसर्च कौन करेगा? Is it our problem, who has much higher incidence of this cancer and this particular genetic mutation, or is it anybody else's problem? So this is the work that is going on at Shaukat Khanum here. Established in 1995, medical hospital and cancer research center. That's the work that goes on. That is why you invest in higher education, because your issues are going to be dealt with over here. Next. This is a sad story. This was, if you remember, Dr. Riazuddin, who developed an ability to create interferon here in Lahore. 700 से 900 रुपए का जो इंजेक्शन चाहिए था, 70 रुपए में बना दिया. 100,000 such injections were prepared. They were available. They were ready to be launched. It had been tested. It met international standards. And 1 year later, 2014, all of the vials expired because आपस में लड़ के उन्होंने सत्यानाश कर दिया उसका. So that means कि यूनिवर्सिटी अकेले नहीं कर सकती है ये काम. You have to have the leadership, the support systems all working together. And only then are you going to be able to create the solutions. What it says is that, yes, we have the ability to create the solutions, but we have a big problem in the gap that exists in trying to get the rubber hit the road. Next. The University of Veterinary and Animal Sciences, it produced the foot and mouth disease vaccine. Just think about it. How many chickens do we have in the country? How many do we go through? How much vaccine do we import? Every animal in the country is to be vaccinated. Who is going to make it? This trader economy business, masla hi koi nahi, dollar, you know, you keep buying it. You don't have it. So you will compromise at that point in time. Rabies vaccine developed by the Dow University of Medical Health Sciences, now 1300 rupees ki aap khareed sakte hain. That is not going to be, you're not going to be able to import at that price. So what is done? Every effort is done to block local work. बाहर से खरीदो, बाहर से assemble करो, बाहर से बनाई जाओ. मौका तो दें आप. Next. This is just an example of a problem that we faced. I was chairing a committee for the selection of vice chancellor, और एक बहुत बड़ा मसला है, ये 300 पेजेस के सीवीज जो हैं, इनका अंबार जो है वो मतलब पड़ा होता है. यार ये प्रॉब्लम एआई नहीं सॉल्व कर सकता. बैठ गए with a group of very smart kids, built a system. You can have a complete end-to-end system, apply karo to all the communication, to an assessment, to a numbered scheme, and then you can take a look at it whether it was right or wrong. AI can do it today. Next. This is some work that was going through the LUMS Incubation Center. A guy from UET Lahore, chemical engineer, built a water purification system. It was a straw. आप छप्पड़ में वो straw डाल के पी सकते थे, आपको pure पानी मिलेगा. They used it in the last flood also. ये सारा जो पानी जा रहा है, imagine what happens to the drinking water. And what is the impact of not having clean drinking water? I mean, इससे ज़्यादा कोई basic चीज़ दुनिया में हो सकती है? And the impact, we have plenty of eminent medical doctors over here. They can talk about what happens if you do not give clean drinking water. And here is a device. This is actually a success story because this has been commercialized and is available at a very small cost. But, and there is a but, why isn't it applied across the country? Why is every village in Pakistan not having clean drinking water when you have your own homegrown solution that is available? This is where the government's actions do come in. They are the largest procurement authority. For whether we like it or not, it's the government that spends the money. They have the money. So if they're not going to focus on local goods, we're not going to get anywhere. Next. So in conclusion, let's get it straight. We do not have the dollars to keep on buying. जो चीज़ दुनिया की कहीं ज़बरदस्त गाड़ी नज़र आती है, खरीद के आ जाओ, fully assembled. 2 साल में हम इसको indigenize करेंगे, and then that's the end of the day. We must develop and we must build locally. The universities have a critical role over here because they can support that. And you have got to do that because you've got to build your economy. You've got to build your economy because all of these graduates need a decent job. That's the bottom line. The jobs are not there. The jobs are not there, you have a log jam over here. So you keep on talking about कि जी इसकी बुरी quality है. Yes, there are quality problems. But let's, give them an opportunity to work over here. The government has to support innovation, and as General Khalid Maqbool talked about, autonomy of the universities, autonomy of the higher education system, which has been completely destroyed. 23 साल पहले We had 25 saal pehle, we had this study of all of Pakistan, of the autonomy of institutions. We determined that the governance and autonomy are absolutely crucial. Their report is already all available. HEC was established as an autonomous body. Aaj kya hai? What did you do? And what is this law of placing, of the chairing of the syndicate by, ministers and other people and placing them on? What have you done? You went backwards. You are not going to get anywhere as a country unless your educational institutions are autonomous, but then held accountable. Nobody said that you're not going to hold them accountable. They are to be held. Buy local. This picture of the aircraft in the background is not for a rah purposes. This is a JF-17. This was made in Pakistan. This is the largest $4.2 billion agreement that was made for the sale of these jets and other material to Azerbaijan. You can make that, लेकिन गाड़ी खरीदनी हो तो वो जो है वो 4x4 जो है वो आपने बाहर से लेनी है. Or, the world's most sophisticated fighter jet is what you are building. So there is a mismatch that is going on, and unless we fix that mismatch, our universities are going to be stuck, our countries is going to be stuck. Thank you very much.